Hi fam, welcome back. Destination Fitness with Carlos. I know it's been a few months actually since I last posted. There's been a few little adjustments that have been made, especially to the social media aspect, as well as the ability to actually film due to a lot of restrictions going on here in Sydney in Australia. However, I brought this to you today, a new episode. Hopefully we kick it all back off again, start it all up and see how it all goes moving forward. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. Here we go. Okay fam, so it's the middle of July, smack bang in the middle of our winter here in Australia. As you know, in Australia, especially in Sydney, our winter isn't too bad, it's quite mild. So today what I'm going to bring you, especially being winter at a time where a lot of people lose a lot of motivation from looking after themselves, especially now in these times we're in Sydney, we're back in lockdown for another 2 weeks. So what I'm going to give you is a little exercise or a little workout where you're going to burn the most calories, the most fat, and a little bit of fitness in the shortest possible time. In my opinion, it's the quickest and best way to work out and lose weight and burn fat and burn calories. And that's doing some basic sprints. Very simple thing, guys. What I am going to do this time, I'm going to actually film the workout and I'm actually going to talk over it. Normally I'll film and then I'll actually put up some information on the imagery as we're going along. However, this time I'm actually going to talk over the whole workout to give you an idea of how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling during the workout, so that you're going to get an idea when you do it, what should be going through your head as well. So I hope you enjoy this workout, guys. Again, fam, it's middle of winter, but we still want to keep looking after ourselves. And I'm just going to pan over in a sec. I keep looking out there because I'm looking out my window. I'm going to pan out in a sec to show you exactly where we will be working out, and we'll get it done. And it won't take long at all, guys. It's a very efficient workout, great calorie burn, fat burn, very efficient, guys. Only a short period of time, maybe 10 minutes, 12 minutes max. Actually, probably less than that. But we'll see when we get out there. And again, sprints, and I'll show you exactly what we're going to be doing. So, going to get dressed, and we're going to get out there. Okay, fam, this is the view from my window. And basically, as you can see, I'm going to run in this rugby league field from that post there, pretty much to this post here. So I'm pointing from the window, and in between, there's every 10 meters, there's lines marked here, guys. So what this basically gives me is a little grid so that I can work out how far I'm running and how I'm actually going to do and work out my sprint drill. Again, it's not going to take long, but this is it, guys. We're just going to be running out here. This is from my window, and I'm going to be down there filming for you, and we'll work it out. Again, this is a rugby league field, guys, just literally from that post to that post, which is 100 meters, and in between, there's 10-meter grids all the way along. So, here we go, guys. Let's enjoy it. Okay fam, so I'm going to talk you through the actual sprint drill workout, and what I want to get you to do is just to get an idea of how little techniques that you can use to motivate yourself when you're doing this type of cardio, because it's not easy. Now as you can see, I've started off the actual running or the sprint already, so I've just done the first 100 meters. Now my goal here is to do 5 sets of 100 meters, so I've just done the first 100 meters. Once I get to the end of that 100 meters, what I do is basically walk back the first 50 because you're going to be a little bit out of breath. And then I'm going to jog slowly back the next 50. And then I'm going to go again. So mentally, what I'm trying to do is just put in my head, okay, it's not easy running 100 meters, but I'm just putting in my head that, okay, that's number 1 out the way. So I've got 4 to go. So I'm counting back. So I start off number 5, now I've got 4 to go. So I'm just going to jog it back. Remember, you've done your warm-up already and just sort of stretched out. So with the running at the moment, as you can see, I'm coming back now. And I'm literally just going to keep my breath. So it's all about keeping your breath. And then I'm just going to go again. Now again, as you can see where I'm going there, I'm pushing at about 3/4 to full pace. I'm not pushing full pace exactly. And the reason for that is because 2 things. 1, I'm not wearing the best footwear. Unfortunately, it is the middle of our winter here in Sydney. And if you notice the footwear, when I do come back, as you can see, I've hit the 100 meters now, I'm going to walk back. When I do come back, you'll notice the footwear is great for running. However, it's not great for running on grass, especially in our winter when it's a little bit damp still. So it's the middle of our winter here in Sydney. Ground is still a little bit damp, so when I'm actually running, I'm not getting a good grip. So as you see me take off, you can notice that I've actually slipped on the first one. And when I'm running, I'm not actually getting a good grip on the ground. So on the surface, it's almost like having ice skates on. So I'm trying to run, but I'm not getting a good grip. But I'm trying to do the best that I can do. So I'm going about 3/4 to full pace. But again, I've run all the way to the end, concentrating on my form and keeping my breath. Big intakes of breath into the lungs as I'm going, especially on the walk back. That's where you recuperate. And that little jog back is recuperating as well. And I'm going to go again, and you'll see as I take off, there you can see. Now, you can't notice, but my feet are actually slipping as I'm going. But again, I'm pushing it. This is number 3. So mentally, that's what I'm doing. I'm thinking, okay, I'm at number 3 now. So now, I know I've only got 2 to go. So mentally, though I'm motivating myself, again, cardio isn't easy. So you've got to motivate yourself, and I'm working out by myself. Some people don't like working out by themselves. They need to have someone with them. So because I'm working out by myself, even more important to be mentally strong in order to do what you want to do. And this is setting your goal first. Mine is the first 5 lots of 100 meters. I'm running 500 meters in the sprint. And I'm walking back, catching my breath, deep breaths again. And all I'm thinking in my head is I've got 2 to go now. And now I'm just going to jog it back slowly. But what I'm doing when I'm running also to the end, you can't see at the end there, in my mind, my goal is push it all the way to the end. I'm not going to stop just before. I want to push it all the way to the end. So the full 100 meters. As you can see, I'm getting a bit of a sweat up, huffing and puffing a bit, but it's all about catching that breath. And I'm going to go again. Off we go. So this is number 4. So again, because I'm hitting number 4 now out of my 5 sets of my first 100 meter sprints, I'm actually feeling good because I know I'm at number 4. I've only got 1 to go. So as I'm running down here, as I hit the 50 meter mark, I'm thinking, hey, halfway there. As I hit the end now, as you can see, I'm thinking, okay, I've got 1 to go. So I'm walking back, just thinking that the whole time. Getting the deep breaths in, filling the lungs up, making sure I'm recuperating. When I hit the halfway mark, I'm going to jog back slowly. But the whole time, the way I'm motivating myself is keeping in my mind, I've only got 1 to go after this. So that was my goal I set out at the beginning. And because I know I'm going to achieve that goal, I'm feeling good already. Because the important thing with working out, especially things like sprints and cardio, you want to get that sense of achievement that you've actually achieved the goal that you set out to do. Because cardio is not easy. I find weights so much easier because with weights, you can just try and push a little bit heavier. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. But with cardio, you know you can do it. It's all about the mental strength. Nothing's stopping me from running this last 100 meters. So again, I've come back and I'm off again. I'm going to push it the whole way. I'm pushing in the first 10 meters. I'm just trying to get the nice pace up. And that last 90 meters, it's about going 3/4 to full pace if I can. Now I'm going to get to the end and I've got a sense of achievement now. I've done my 5 sets of my first 100 meters. Now again, this workout is supposed to be efficient. It's supposed to burn fat, burn calories in a short period of time. So this whole workout in total will take around, I reckon, between 10 to 14 minutes, roughly. And that's all it is, 10 to 14 minutes of your life. So it's not that hard, but it's the mental side that is important. So again, as I'm walking back, I'm concentrating. I'm thinking, okay, I just did my 5 sets. I'm going to walk back, getting my breath back, recuperating. I'm going to jog it back. And there's a sense of achievement. And the hormones and endorphins that are actually released when you actually achieve, whether you be in the gym or doing your cardio, is brilliant. That's what makes you want to actually do it again, and that's what pushes you and makes you get that sense of achievement. And again here, my hands are on the hips, coming back, deep breath. I've just done 500 meters worth of sprints. So now I'm just going to recuperate a bit, walk around a bit, just getting my breath again. And again, 500 meters worth of sprints is quite a bit. So it takes it out of you. Remember, I'm nearly 50 years old. So actually, I'll be 51 years old, not nearly, I'll be 51 years old in 1 month. So again, it's not easy. So now I'm just catching my breath, few little stretches, checking what I'm going to do next. And this is going to be my 50 meter sprint drill. So I'm just going to go 50 meters, but I'm going to go hard. I'm going to try and push this full pace. So again, my aim is to do 5. So it's just getting the breath back, and then I know I'm going to do another 5. And it's only halfway this time. So I'm getting set, and then I'm off. Again, I'm slipping there. Not the best footwear for the sprints, but I'm pushing full pelt. It's no 3/4 here. I'm just going full pelt, concentrating on your form, getting my knees up, and just getting to that 50 meter mark. Again, it's only halfway. Number 1 done. Again, in my mind, it's all about, that's the first one done. Jog it back slowly, get your breath back. This jogging back is still part of your cardio. However, in my case here, this is part of recuperating. So you want to recuperate because no one can sprint to the optimal level non-stop. You've got to have a break. The optimal level for sprints is around 20 seconds, running full pace. After that, you can't push it anymore. Even when people do 400 meter runs, they run about 3/4 pace, but they're mega athletes. 200 meters, they start off at about 3/4, then they push. So you can see here, the 50 meters, there's no reason I can't go full pace. Again, I'm getting my breath back, off we go again. And as you can see, I'm going to try and go full pelt here. Full pelt to the 50 meter mark, and I'll go past the 50 meters. I don't stop before, I want to push it all the way. And again, mentally, it's all about mental strength when you do cardio. It's about pushing yourself. Again, I know I've done number 2 here, I've got 3 to go. And believe me, at this time here, I'm feeling it because I just did 500 meters worth of sprints, and now I'm doing 5 lots of 50 meters at full pelt, and it takes it out of you, trust me. And that's stopping and starting. When you get to the 50, you stop, you turn around, you jog back, you go again. That takes it out of you as well because you're actually using your cardio, your physical capacity, your engine to actually stop and start. So you really got to catch your breath back. And as you can see, I'm trying to catch my breath here for number 3. But all that's going through my head here is, okay, this is going to be number 3, and then I'm going to have 2 more to go. So I'm just catching my breath, getting set. Off we go again. Footwear is not the best, but again, I want to push it all the way to the 50 meter mark. All about mental strength. Cardio is only about mental strength. When I see people go to the gym and only walking on treadmills, you know, in order to get the best out of cardio, you've got to push yourself. Just like when you go to the gym, if you want to get big, you've got to lift heavier weights. Cardio is the same. In order to push your cardio, you've got to push yourself. You've got to push yourself, not just walking on a treadmill or walking in the gym. You've got to run, and you've got to run and push yourself to the limit. This is number 3. And again, with people that maybe not sure about running, you don't need to be an Olympic sprinter. You don't need to be quick. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be the best runner. You just need to be able to have the mental strength to push yourself. You could be slow, but as long as you push yourself and you push yourself to your limit, that's what's important with cardio. And that's what helps you burn more fat, burn more calories. It's actually pushing yourself to the limit. As you can see here, I'm out of breath. I'm actually trying to catch my breath. I know I've got 2 to go, getting set, and I'm going. And as I'm running, all that's going through my head is, okay, once I get through this, I've got 1 more to go. And again, it's mental strength, motivating yourself mentally. Because again, the endorphins that exercise releases in your body, the feel-good hormones, that's what this is all about. That's why exercise is so important. So again, with me, I know I've got 1 to go, and the achievement I'm going to get from completing that last one makes me feel good. And again, it's not a big workout, but it makes you feel good about yourself because you know, you think, okay, I could have stopped at any point here, but no, I pushed myself all the way, and that's why you feel good, because you know you pushed yourself, you didn't stop. And what this is telling me is that physically, I'm physically strong. Now, for those of you that don't know me, now I'm going to do my last run here, and as you can see, I'm really out of breath. But for those of you that don't know me, I've got lower back issues, which I've had for many years, and both my knees, cartilage is almost gone from playing football at a younger age. So now at 51, cartilage is almost gone. So I've got every excuse to not do cardio, but I'm going to push myself. Last one here, off we go. Again, it's mental strength. Like I said, I've got every excuse not to do cardio. Bad lower back, in pain a lot of the time. Knees, both knees, almost gone. But I'm going to push myself. It doesn't mean I can't run just because my knee's almost gone. It just means I've got to be careful. However, I'm going to push myself. And that was my last set. And the way I'm feeling now, even though I'm tired, I'm also feeling great about myself, because I know I just proved to myself. You don't need to prove to other people, but I proved to myself that my cardio capacity is great, my physical capacity is great, and I don't need no chemicals, no drugs, nothing to actually help my physical conditioning. My physical conditioning is great naturally, and that's why I'm feeling good about it. Because a lot of people that you find in the gym really big, they can't do 5 lots of 100-meter sprints, 5 lots of 50-meter sprint drills. They'll be dead after 100-meter sprint, because all their physical capacity is from taking drugs, taking steroids, all that sort of thing. But when you try to do it naturally, it's a whole different ball game. It's all about the mental strength. And I find people mentally weak, they have to take stuff in order to do what I'm doing here. So for me, it's all about the mental strength. Now I'm going to finish off my sprint drill with the KILLA. This is worse than all the other sprints I did. Now with this drill, it's basically what we call suicide drills. Now, as you saw earlier in the video, as you can see, I'm trying to get my breath here before that, because I know this is going to be tough. And again, I'm just mentally psyching myself up to do this. As you saw in my video, the field here is, it's got grids of 10 meters. So I'm going to do the 50 meters again, but I'm going to do the suicide drill. So 50 meters, I come back to the beginning, then to the 40-meter mark, come back, 30-meter mark, come back, 20-meter mark, come back. As you can see here, I'm not going to go full pace here, because this is going to tire me out. So I'm going between half to 3/4 pace, getting to the 50-meter mark, touch the ground, and then I'm coming back. And again, this is all about mental strength, because now I'm going to feel it. This stopping and starting is where you feel it the most. This is harder than doing the 100-meter sprint. So as you can see, I'm touching the ground here, and I'm going to run to the 40-meter mark now. Now again, you'd think the 100 meters would have been tougher than this, because I'm only running 40 meters. But because I'm stopping and then turning around and coming back, that's where you use your juice. That's where the cardio capacity, that's where your heart, your lungs, this is where you know how really healthy you are and how fit you are. As you can see, I'm going to touch the ground here, but I'm feeling it. The legs are burning, lactose, like you feel the vomit is starting to come to the back of the throat, but it's all about pushing yourself. That's the 30-meter mark now. So again, I'm not going full pace, because this is very tiring, this suicide drills. Now I'm going to go again to the 20-meter mark. Now I'm almost gone. My legs are almost gone now. I've done 500 meters worth of 3/4 meter sprint, 250 meter worth of full sprint, and now I'm doing suicide drills, all in the one workout, guys. Remember, it's one workout. Now I'm going to go to the 10-meter mark, come back, but I'm gone. I'm gone now. This is, that kills you. The best analogy I can give you on that suicide drill, it's like driving a car. If you drive a V8 on the freeway, you can go for a long way. Still a strong V8, got the engine, you can go a long way without using much petrol. You drive a V8 in traffic, stop, start, you're going to use heaps more petrol than you do on the freeway, because you're using your engine more. And that's exactly what the suicide drills does. It actually uses your engine more. And as you can see here, I'm just catching my breath. I'm gone. I was on my haunches, on my knees, just trying to catch my breath. But this is all about recuperation now. Strong, deep breaths, filling the lungs up, making sure that my heart rate is dropping. And this is naturally getting my heart rate back down. And as you can see, that was my whole sprint workout. It wasn't that many minutes, I think about 13 minutes, including all your little rest periods. But as you can see, now I'm sort of getting my breath back down. I'm recuperating. Maybe it took me about a minute and a half to get back to, I think, a good heart rate. But as you see, that was the full workout, and I've talked you through it. And that mental side is what's important. You've got to mentally keep motivating yourself. Okay, fam, that was the sprint drill. Got my water. Get the heart rate back down now. Recuperate. Last thing I'm going to do is one lap around the whole oval, maybe about 400 meters, but a good pace, more than half pace on the lap. But it's just to finish off, and that'll be your warm down as well. So that's it, guys. Quickest way to burn calories, burn fat. That was it. You can't burn it any quicker, carrying your own body weight. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Time to get the water. One more exercise and we're done. All good.